Hey everyone, this blue bring you a quick video of a battle where there was a lot of RNG, and it just shows what Pokemon is sometimes about, where it's more luck based rather than skill. Obviously we can't stop this, but if we were to carry on continuing playing this game, this is something we're going to have to deal with. Anyways, I hope you can enjoy this video. So this was a few turns in the battle where they had a Sableye in the Salamence slot. I predicted them to stay in and go for the Will-O-Wisp, so I just went for a taunt, and the Salamence got taunted, so my Kangaskhan at +2 would be able to Sucker Punch on the next turn. I'm not going to go for a Power Up Punch or anything because the Salamence is gonna outspeed my Kangaskhan, so it's gonna go down either way. I might as well get some chip damage on the Salamence. The Torrenta does go for the Rock Slide, and it did a small amount of damage on the Landorus, but that damage doesn't really matter in the end. The Salamence does knock out my Kangaskhan with the double edge, and my Landorus is in a range where a double edge and a Rock Slide would be able to take it out, but they decided to switch the Torrenta for their Landorus. The Salamence is going to go for the double edge on my Landorus slot, hoping that it takes it out, but my Landorus is quite bulky, so it was able to take that, and the superpower that was meant to connect onto the Torrenta instead connects on the Landorus, and my Cresselia is going to go for the Ice Beam. It did target the Salamence, but both Salamence and Landorus is ×4 weak to ice, so it worked out for me in the end. So my opponent has the Torrenta and the Sableye in the back. We know that it's Choice Scarf, so they're gonna either lock themselves into a Rock Slide, or they're gonna lock themselves into Ice Beam so that it can hit both my Landorus and the Thundurus. So the Sableye is going to go for the Swagger, the move that I hate the most. The Torrenta does go for the Ice Beam, so it decided to lock themselves in the Ice Beam, and it was able to knock out my Landorus, and the Cresselia has a confusion hit on the first turn, that it was confused. Now I'm going to bring in my Thundurus. I have the Protect, so I'm going to just go for it. They could just try to go for the taunt on my Thundurus, but I don't know. The Sableye does go for the Will-O-Wisp on my Cresselia, and it missed. And the Swagger, obviously it's a strong move, and I hit myself again. So I'll just go for the taunt on the Sableye, prevent the Will-O-Wisp. The Torrenta does go for the Ice Beam on the Thundurus. It has to, because if it doesn't, then my Thundurus gets a free move on the next hit. So the Cresselia hits himself again, and my opponent must be like